Good morning. I woke up at 5:30 a.m. because we have a tour. We're just waiting for the bus to get here, and then we're off on an adventure, which we're going to take you along for.
Hawaii is part of the archipelago islands of Hawaii, where 137 volcanic island shoals and rocks. We're just top of the 8 of those that are habitable. Battleships are the way the wars were fought at that time. The battleship only has a firing range of about 20 miles, give or take. So when you and your enemy notice one another, you're both firing, and it could go either way. Was this new weapon of choice that Japan decided to use for the first time in mass destruction? That would be the specially designed torpedo. They found out crucial information that if you attach a wooden propeller to the rear end of a torpedo, you don't need the 70 feet of water that you normally would dropping a torpedo 2 miles from the air. When it hits the water, it's not going to hit the ocean floor and explode. It's actually going to absorb the shock by the propeller start to spin, and in the water it's going to move like it's skipping like a stone straight to its target. Very important because Pearl Harbor, 35 to 45 feet shallow. We know in fact that this attack was intentful and premeditated.
That was around a 30-minute bus ride, I would say, roughly, to get to Pearl Harbor. And we are here. The tour guide on the way was narrating some of the history, some of the story, the timeline. The storytelling was so impactful. It gives you the chills. And so we're walking to Pearl Harbor feeling kind of like a heaviness. We'll try to capture as much as we can, while of course being respectful to the history, because this is a memorial ground. You can pay $7 to $10 and check in a bag here, or you can leave it in your tour bus and take your valuables and just put it in your pocket. But otherwise you need to bring a clear bag. U.S. Pacific Fleet Submarine Museum, which is right behind me, which you can go to as well. You do need a separate ticket. So this is actually recovered from the USS Arizona. 19,000 pounds.
Do you know what this is, guys? An anchor.
That's a 19,000 pound anchor.
What happens is when it gets dropped, the hooks, it's facing the other way, it gets plowed. And then you need to have a road, the length of steel that has to be horizontal to the ground.
Hard not to feel a sense of heaviness here. Just the sheer loss of life that happened here. So Pearl Harbor remains the U.S. Navy's most important island base in the Pacific. It serves as a headquarters for the U.S. Pacific Fleet and as a world port supporting other naval forces.
Protocol is the current size of the new I think it's the nuclear sub.
So I grabbed a cookie from the local snack shop that's there, and these are from a company or a brand called Baker's Heart, and they're coconut macadamia nut, which is really popular in this region, oatmeal flax quinoa cookies, baked with purpose, supporting Touch a Heart's mission. So a portion of the profits go to this nonprofit. This cookie is so good. So now we're going to the Park Theater to watch a 23-minute documentary. It's free, no reservations required. It tells you the story of Pearl Harbor.
A symbol of a day that was burned into the American memory. The day was December 7th. 1941. The day of Japan's surprise attack on the U.S. Pacific Fleet.
So now we are going to watch the orientation and then get on a boat. Great timing. Would 100% recommend coming here. It feels really heavy and emotional, and I think loss of life, regardless of where you are, who you are, trumps everything. It just feels sad. But what a well preserved, everything is sort of very easy to walk through, navigate, extremely well preserved. Great orientation. The documentary before as well, very informative. It really brings to life the depth of what you're about to see.